So we're going to do some stress tests on one of our 12-inch handles and a mock-up sign. We've been using this sign board for a long time for reasons like this. So this handle and the tabs were from a 2017 batch. They're kind of abused, and that's the purpose of this test, to show what is expected, because this is from an original recipe, the one we've been running for a very long time. And this is how the handle and the sign should be transported. Notice the tabs are not under any bad pressure or stress. This is like the natural closing position. Give me a second. So even turning this sign board around and closing it improperly will not snap the tabs. They're under a lot of stress. This shouldn't be done, but just to show the durability and the flexibility of the tabs expected. This is normal. This is what we've achieved with the most recent manufacturing batch from May of 2022, the ones that we've been shipping for a few months now. Even applying some torsional pressure to the handle multiple times will not cause the tabs to break. So this is an expected use case. A little bit of abuse and the handle survives just fine, and it would do this for years on end. Now let's take this 2017 handle off and replace it with a new batch from May 2022. So this is a recent manufactured tab and handle assembly. Closing the handle, closing the sign naturally is good. And then abusing the handle and closing the sign improperly does not produce any breakage. Of course, we don't want anybody to close the handle, the sign this way, putting the stress on the tabs, but if they did, occasionally, no harm done. Putting it back, the sign survives just fine with a little bit of torsional abuse.
Move back a tiny little bit. Yep.
You know, this is definitely outside the natural scope of a handle, a sign, but things happen. People can be a little rough putting it in the trunk of a car, or even when assembling the handle to the board. I'm actually getting out of breath. I'm putting that much pressure on these tabs. And there's nothing snapping or cracking. Then I'll get Basha to come in here, stand on one side of the board. So this is what I'd consider beyond natural abuse of or handling of a handle or a signboard. And these tabs survived as expected. Now, can I break them? Sure. Let's see what it takes to actually break this May 2022 manufactured tab assembly. Stand on the board, Basha, please. I can't even break this if I want. That's the kind of abuse that we expect of these tabs. So even when attempting to snap the tabs, I couldn't do it. Now, if I want to, is this in view?
Yep.
Now, if I want to,
No, a little bit lower.
I can attempt to snap a tab, but this is never under any natural use of the sign. I can't even do it. I would need pliers to apply enough pressure to do this.
Do you want me to get pliers? They can't see that.
Let's get some pliers. We won't cut, we'll do this live. So there's also another set in the assembly machine.
You have to be lower. Lower, lower. There we go.
Okay, let's see if I can snap this. So I can snap it, but that's an applied pressure that the signboard clearly would never see under natural circumstances, either in assembly or manufacture of the signboard, or in natural use of, the signboard being set up on a lawn somewhere. But can I break these tabs off? Well, yeah, is this within view?
Yeah.
There's a, when these are made, there's a breakage line here. This is intentional, but is this in view?
Yep.
Can I get closer?
Yep.
So that's normal. No signboard would ever experience that level of bending
You got it.
in a normal setting. So while we realize the tabs can break, they never would under regular usage of a signboard, either in manufacturing or general usage.
It's 8 minutes.